The detailed report, results by individual items, is the newest addition to the OLA report, and it was added because we felt the need to help organizations to dig deeper into the key areas of valuing people, developing people, and so forth. Each one of those areas in the OLA is assessed by an individual item. There are 60 items in the OLA, and so what this set of pages allows us to do, this is page 14 to 18 in the OLA report, it allows us to look at the results by individual items. As you can see, this very first one, people in this organization respect each other. Okay? Well, for that particular item, which is supportive of valuing people, the key theme or key area of organizational health, valuing people, we now can see the results for the workforce, the managers, and the top leaders for that particular item. And we're able to see all of the items for the valuing people. It goes actually to the 10. Okay? So one of the things that's interesting here, one of the things you can begin to do is see where some of the lowest and highest scores are. And this one here particularly stands out. Number 7, leaders in this organization put the needs of the workers ahead of their own needs. Well, the workers scored that way down into an Org 2 level, and look at the managers, the same level. Leaders were higher, of course, but this is interesting. This would support having some conversation around what might this mean. Now, one of the things you'll see too is that each one of these items is led by either the word people in this organization, or leaders in this organization, or they're the I words. They're items that are in the first person. I feel appreciated by my supervisor, and so forth. So this is going to be an indication too whether the lowest items have to do with the leaders, reviewing the leaders, or if they have to do with reviewing people. Okay, so let's take a look through this particular report, because it's 4 pages of incredible detail that is valuable. Now here's developing people. So we can begin to look. Where are the highs and lows? People in this organization view conflict as an opportunity to learn and grow. Oh, the workforce sees that just a little bit above an Org 2. Okay, we come down here, also just above an Org 2 is number 18. Leaders in this organization practice the same behavior they expect from others. Okay, so we just saw 2 that were fairly low. One is a people-focused, people in this organization. We need to deal with this within the whole organization. And then number 18, which is focused upon leaders. The leaders need to address with themselves and with the workforce this issue of practicing the same behavior. And okay, let's look at builds community. And we can begin to see this is a little bit higher. We saw that this theme was one of the higher ones. But here's a lower one for their 24. People in this organization attempt to work with others more than working on their own. Okay? Could be an indication that there's a little bit too much individualistic behavior, not enough collaborative, team-oriented behavior. What about display authenticity? Okay, you can do a quick scan down this and you begin to see that this first one, people in this organization are non-judgmental. They keep an open mind. Well, the workforce doesn't see that that's happening that strongly. Here's one here, number 37. Leaders in this organization are open to learning from those who are below them in the organization. Okay, we have a listening issue. Leaders want to be able to listen. Workforce want to believe that they're listened to in the organization and that they have something to contribute. Here's another low one here. Leaders in this organization honestly evaluate themselves before seeking to evaluate others. Okay, 39. Leaders in this organization are open to receiving criticism and challenge from others. Okay, that gives us some things to work on. We're sort of drilling down into these key themes and seeing where we can pull out some specific items to target for improvement. How about provide leadership. Okay, the low ones seem to stand out right here, 46. Leaders in this organization encourage people to take risks, even if they may fail. Okay, that may be an area in terms of helping to develop people as leaders throughout the organization, but you have to allow them to take risks. You have to allow them even the opportunity to fail. Here's number 50 under Provide Leadership. Leaders in this organization provide the support and resources needed to help workers meet their goals. Okay, why is that low? Well, that would be an opportunity to have a discussion. What resources and support are needed? What do the workers believe they are lacking, that they need the leaders to provide to them? So that can open up a brand new conversation that can help to identify areas to improve. Okay, let's look at share leadership. You might remember that share leadership was the lowest one. Oh, getting off track here. Okay, it's share leadership. And of course you can see it here because there's a lot of low responses on share leadership. None of them for the workforce get out of the level 3, and some of them are down to a level 2. Let's look at this one, 53. Leaders in this organization give workers the power to make important decisions. Okay? Well, workers are looking for more empowerment. They want to be able to make a difference in the organization. So a discussion needs to happen. What types of decisions need to be made by people within the organization, and how might we find ways to empower them? Okay? And as we continue to look at sharing leadership, and we see several here. Here's one. In this organization, a person's work is valued more than their title. Okay, it just gives you the opportunity through these special pages, page 14 to 18, to go deeper, to look at specific items that may give us direction as to how we can improve in any of the 6 areas of organizational health. So if we want to focus on shared leadership, we have probably 10 different items that we could look at that may give us some ideas as to how we could focus or target our improvements. The final one here is job satisfaction. You can see the scores are higher there, which is normal for job satisfaction. They tend to be higher partly because they're all I statements. And I think it's just the nature of testing that we tend to score I statements higher, things related to ourself. Okay, well that concludes this particular portion of looking at the detailed report by individual item. And this is going to be an important process to help organizations to identify specific areas that they can improve.